Bleeding into Sleepless OT, however, we're not going to take too long on this. I wanted to touch on this just because I thought it was noteworthy, and we're of the generation who watched this show. I wanted to bring this up because I do have a couple things to say about it. I don't know about you, gentlemen. You're smarter than me. You guys got lives and stuff, but I'm one over here caring about the teaser trailer for Clifford the Big Red Dog. How about that for a change of pace? First off, question for you two. Do you guys remember Clifford's really big movie from 2004? Do you remember that?
I never watched it.
Yeah, I remember. I just never watched it.
Yeah, I did. You're not missing much. But I did watch it and review it a couple of years ago. It's not very special, and you know what's even sadder too? Like, you know, the money animated movies rake in at the box office and stuff. I looked this up. Clifford's really big movie in 2004 had a budget of $70,000.
Oh, okay.
$70,000. It made less than $3.5 million at the box office.
Okay.
I mean, it was a roaring success given its budget, but like, damn, did nobody care about it?
When people watch this on YouTube, the minute you said 70, my eyes opened up. Like, please don't say million. Like
70,000. Like, this was like A24 making an animated movie over
like
here.
Blumhouse gave that like pocket change they had left.
Blumhouse Tilt gave that pocket change. But
oh my god.
This blew by me. Like, this is not like new news. Okay, this trailer being released, it totally blew past me, and my ever reliable co-host did not bring it to my attention, for which I'm very disappointed. But November 25th, the first teaser trailer for the long in the works adaptation of Clifford the Big Red Dog was released. This has been talked about for years. I remember in high school, honestly, because I had no life, you know, sifting through Screen Crush and all these different film sites in the library of my high school. I remember them saying Illumination was originally attached to this movie. And they wanted to make it a live action sort of kind of Looney Tunes back in action hybrid of live action and animation. It ultimately didn't come to fruition. Paramount, however, purchased the rights in 2016 to Clifford the Big Red Dog, which kind of sets up what we have here with this new movie. The trailer's only about 30, 40 seconds long.
20.
It doesn't tell you, 20, even less.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell you a damn thing about the plot. And it shows the live action, because it's going to be a predominantly, from what I understand, live action movie. It doesn't amount to much. Clifford looks like a dog who rolled around in ketchup that dried very quickly. That's what he looks like, in my opinion. And I'm just going to say this, though. This was material. Dom already wasted our one F word today, but this was material born to be effing animated. And that's one of the things, too, that aggravates me about this. It's like nobody was groveling to see Clifford in live action.
Pull up the cartoon, like just a picture. Like just look, Google Clifford the Big Red Dog. You'll probably get the cartoon. Or it was a book series, right?
Yes.
It was also I'll pull up the PBS show, because that's why
I think we remember it. We remember it from the PBS show, because I watch that show regularly.
That aesthetic is, I'm so glad you brought that up, first thing, because that aesthetic is like so pleasing to me. It's not just like children's book. It's just simple. It looks, it's like, if you look at it, it's like, it should be boring, but for something about it, at least the OG, I'm sure they like updated it or whatever, but let's the OG Clifford animation or the aesthetic, something about it that's super pleasing. Like the specific color of red they chose is just stark, right? And it's the color palette there is just perfect for a kid's show, man.
Bright primary colors,
or like just like even like the what was it? The other dogs he interacted with. I mean, like everybody has just some like nice little like color shade to them that's just perfect.
Yes,
that you don't
Cleo,
typically see.
Because I have no life, and I remember the show. Cleo, the poodle, was pink. T-Bone was yellow. They all had distinctive colors, and it was, like I said, before the age of CGI animation. So it was just very pleasing to look at. It looked like a children's book come to life. The PBS show.
Yeah.
And I always remember it had the PBS show. I know we're talking about the upcoming movie adaptation. The PBS show also had a very, I don't want to sing it because I can't sing even though I make mixtapes. The theme song was beautiful. in a way. I don't know if you guys remember the theme song for Clifford the Big Red Dog, but it was like very simple, almost acoustic, just very nice. Just a very pleasant theme song all around. I recommend you guys take a listen to it after the show, just to revisit it if you guys have watched this. But I don't understand bringing Clifford into the real world. I would much rather this be CGI, like modern contemporary animation, than having it be real life.
Didn't they do that with the Charlie Brown or Peanuts, the Peanuts movie, where it was CGI clearly, or like computer generated. I mean, I don't think anyone's done any actual cell shaded whatever since, I don't know, is Animaniacs reboot doing that? No, they're still
Home on
doing
the Range, probably since Home on the Range, the Disney
or Ed
movie.
Netty, you know, that kind of stuff. I don't know, at least for movies, you're right. But I think, yeah, even if it's computer generated CGI, I don't care, just as long as it's good to look at. Right, and that Peanuts movie came to mind. I should see it first, but at least, you know, like that aesthetic I can appreciate, and I the fact that I remembered it at all, because this just looks like they didn't learn the lessons of Cat versus Dog. Remember that movie? Those movies, Cats versus Dog and Cats versus Dog 2, some stupid subtitle.
The Revenge of Kitty Galore.
And Cats and Dogs
oh,
3. Don't forget, man. This is a trilogy now.
I want to forget. I think my mind blocked it out as a defense mechanism, but it's like, dude, what do you do? Like, you still think this is going to make you money? Did we not learn from Show Dogs? You're going to get canceled.
Hey, don't disrespect my boy Raja Gosnell. But it's the talking animal thing has really run its course.
In like 2006, yeah, it did.
Yeah, like, you know, more than a decade ago. I don't know if you guys looked into it though. David Alan Grier is the voice of Clifford in this movie, which is an interesting choice in my opinion. David Alan Grier is the voice of Clifford because the original voice of Clifford during the PBS shows was John Ritter, who's long gone dead. Mm-hmm. And I always remember him. I always think of him as like Clifford the Big Red Dog first, and then Bad Santa second, John Ritter. Mm-hmm. But yeah, David Alan Grier is the voice of Clifford. And also, I want to mention this too. This is totally something only a nerd with no life like me would find. Listen to this. Kenan Thompson is a voice in this movie. No role yet. They haven't announced what his role is, but he's a voice in this movie. You know what's hilarious? You know who was the voice of T-Bone in the original Clifford the Big Red Dog cartoon? Kel Mitchell, which I think is hilarious.
That is funny.
I wonder if Keenan's going to be the voice of T-Bone. I almost wonder that. I don't know why they just wouldn't get Kel. I can't imagine.
That's what I was going to say.
Blowing up. I can't imagine Kel's phone's blowing up in 2021. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But yeah, you know, I saw that and I'm like, oh my God, Kel Mitchell was the voice of T-Bone, and now Keenan's going to be in the movie. It's like, you know, only somebody like me and 4 other people, including Keenan's parents, are going to take note of that. But I thought that was pretty interesting.
You know,
I ain't got much to say. I was gonna say, take it.
I was gonna say, I like Dom's point about the Peanuts movie, like, because it's just like they took that animation style and then like it's like, here's an updated, like, it's almost like the Peanuts Charlie Brown remaster, and like that's what it looks like, the animation style, because it still has like that, like the way they move. The way they express themselves, they have like the little like touches of animation, like when they move really quickly or when they get into a fight and it's just like a cloud of dust with like fists sticking out. The only time it really departs from that is a sequence when Snoopy becomes the Red Baron and it becomes like a World War I action film for like a little short period. But like it's like that is a perfect example. It's just like I don't know, because I just got done as I was saying earlier in the show. Watching a bunch of movies throughout the year that I missed, that I've heard good things and bad things about, to see if they would make it my bottom 5 top 5. I watched Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's just like, again, another movie. I'm like, why the hell did he have to come to our world? Like, at least with Detective Pikachu, it's like it's live action, but you're in the Pokemon world. You're in a world,
and it had a style to it. It had like a noir style to it.
Even Sonic, which I won't be an apologist for, but even Sonic, once they fix the design of the thing, which I still have a conspiracy that they did that on purpose, but you know, at the very least, it had an aesthetic. Whereas this Clifford, it's literally like what they were doing with the old Sonic real life design before they fixed it, where it's like, yeah, this is just a real dog and it's red and then it'll talk and do stuff. That's it. It's literally a real dog. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we'll review it. Hopefully, the world still exists by November 2021. We can hopefully go to a movie theater by then. We will review it. I'm gonna make these guys watch it. The last thing I'll mention though is I'm kind of more excited for the Georgia Bell graphic novel adaptation that's coming out of this. That's coming out on August 2021. And I'm kind of excited for this. It's called, it rolls right off the tongue. It's called Clifford the Big Red Dog, the movie graphic novel. And it's coming out in August. I'm more excited for that. And I thought about it, like when I was making notes for the show this morning, I was like, I wonder why I kind of really want to read this 100-page graphic novel. Oh, that's right. Because Clifford the Big Red Dog was born to be fucking animated. you know, like that's
He'll
why
pull
I'm
out an extra F-bomb for Clifford.
Yeah, we're gonna have to save that for the top 5 favorite of the year. We're gonna have to forego one for the top 5 favorite show next week. But you know, I'm interested to see the direction they'll take in this, but I'm not excited that they brought Clifford into the real world, especially considering the impact of the PBS show.
Suggestion: I will only review the Clifford movie coming up if we can make it a doubleheader, and I have to watch the Peanuts movie that came out a while back.
Go for it. I like that movie.
Yeah,
I like that.
Also, I can just do that without putting you guys to it. But like, I want to do that. I want to do that.
That's not a bad movie at all. The Peanuts movie, the one that came out a couple of years ago.
I haven't seen it. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying, just from the aesthetic of it, that is something I actually would like to see. I'll watch Clifford for the memes. I'll watch it crash and burn.